I tested every vlogging camera and these are the best ones for every type of user. From beginners looking for an affordable and simple option to content creator and serious shooters who want the best results. So make sure you pick the right one for you. Also, I'll leave links down below with the best pricing on all the cameras. Now, the first camera on this list is in my opinion the best vlogging and content creation camera ever made because it combines the best features of a compact vlogging camera with the quality of a proper mirrorless camera, and that is the Canon Powershot V1. It's a very compact body that's still slightly bigger than a compact camera, but it has a nice heft in your hands. It has a 22 megapixel 1.4 inch type sensor, which is bigger than your usual compact camera sensor or cell phone. It delivers fantastic videos and crisp photos. And honestly, it looks just as good as a beginner mirrorless camera. It has a built-in 16 to 50 millimeter lens that gives you gorgeous wide shots that are perfect for vlogging and about as wide as the widest lens on your cell phone, so it's perfect for fashion, wide shots, and city shots, but it still gives you a nice close-up shot at a 50 millimeters for portraits, detail shots, and just shooting things far away. And the stabilization in this camera is also very, very good. Having a wide 16 millimeter lens already reduces the look of camera shake, but the stabilization in this camera allows you to do complicated walking shots with very little shake. And it also has the classic Canon colors where everything looks very vibrant and pops right in camera, especially for how skin tones look. Plus, it also has multiple stylized color looks to give your footage a little bit of extra sauce. And if you really want to go deep with your color grading, it also has C-Log 3 for advanced color grading. In terms of video, it shoots 4K at 24 and 30 frames per second, which is perfect for vlogging, but it also has 4K at 60 frames per second for 2x slow motion. However, it does come with a pretty heavy crop. But you can shoot up to 120 frames per second in full HD with no crop. And design is absolutely my favorite thing in this camera. It has a compact yet hefty body and it feels really good in the hands. And it also has an air vent on the left side of this camera that pretty much eliminates all overheating issues. The button layout and menus are super simple. Even if you're a beginner, you can easily pick up this camera and figure it out. Plus, the mode dial also has 3 custom profiles, so you can set this camera up exactly how you like, but it also has plenty of automatic modes if you don't really know your cameras yet. And the built-in microphone is also really solid for in-camera audio. Personally, this is the camera that I've been waiting for Canon to make, and honestly, this is one of the best content creation and vlogging cameras you can pick up right now. But some of you guys might want something even smaller, something that's a little bit more purse-friendly. In that case, you should check out the Sony ZV-1 Mark II. One of the best compact vlogging cameras out there. It delivers all the specs and features you could possibly want, but in a much smaller body. It has a 20 megapixel 1-inch sensor, which is smaller than the Powershot V1, but the image quality is still terrific. And it also has a built-in 20 millimeters to 50 millimeter lens, so you get a nice wide shot for vlogging, but also a little bit of zoom for shooting things far away. And the lens also has optical stabilization for smooth handheld videos and vlogs. In terms of video, it can shoot 4K at 24 and 30 frames per second, and full HD up to 120 frames per second for some juicy slow motion. But the best feature in this camera is cinematic vlog mode that adds black bars to the top and bottom of your image for a cinematic aspect ratio, and it also lets you add a cinematic color style to your clips to enhance the colors even further. And if you're someone that doesn't really know anything about color grading or complex cinematic filmmaking, this is a great mode to start with. And the design of this camera is made from the ground up specifically for content creators, with 2 separate record modes for photo and video capture, a simple toggle to switch between photo, video, and slow motion, plus a built-in 3-capsule microphone for very solid in-camera audio. And you can also get a vlogging handle that acts like a Bluetooth remote for controlling the camera from far away. It also has an ND filter for cutting out light when shooting in bright outdoor conditions, and a button to actually enhance the background blur of your video with 1 click. The ZV-1 Mark II is one of the smallest vlogging setups you can get, and it delivers absolutely stellar video quality. Now, the next camera on this list might seem like a toy or a gimmick, but it's actually one of my favorite cameras, and that is the DJI Pocket Osmo 3. What makes this camera special is a small fixed lens camera that also has a built-in 3-axis gimbal that delivers 100% smooth vlogging footage and movement shots. Plus, the gimbal also allows you to track yourself as you move around and talk to the camera, giving you more variety in your shots, so it doesn't just have to be a static tripod shot or you holding the camera. It's basically a free cameraman. Plus, the creator kit also comes with a wireless microphone that delivers stellar audio and connects directly to the DJI Pocket Osmo 3, and it's actually the same mic I'm using right now. So if you like this audio, you'll probably like this camera. Inside this camera, there's a 9 megapixel 1-inch sensor, which delivers video quality that is as good as the newest iPhone or a compact vlogging camera. It does, however, have a fixed 20mm lens, which is perfect for vlogging, but it can't do much else. However, you can add a simple magnetic filter to get an even wider shot or a tighter shot, and even add ND filters or an anamorphic filter. And the camera can also natively shoot either horizontal or vertical video without having to rotate the camera. In terms of video, it shoots 4K at 24 and 30 frames per second, which is pretty typical. But it also shoots 4K at 60 frames per second with no crop, and Full HD in a dedicated slow motion mode up to 240 frames per second. And if you're someone that wants to create cinematic results with this camera, you also have DJI's D-Log-M, and it's also a 10-bit color profile, which gives you a lot of room to play with. Now, the DJI Pocket Osmo 3 is not an ideal photo camera because it's only 9 megapixels. However, the gimbal does allow you to shoot gorgeous high-resolution panoramas by simply stitching a few photos together. And you can also connect directly to your phone using the DJI Pocket Osmo 3 and actually use your phone like a second viewing screen, but also a wireless remote control to change all of your settings, including the gimbal movement. It's basically a wireless remote. Now, normally I hate gimmick cameras, but the DJI Pocket Osmo 3 is shockingly good and is perfect for anyone looking to step up their vlogging game, and especially for someone that wants someone to film them but just doesn't have a cameraman. Because vlogging doesn't just have to be you holding the camera and talking to it. That's very 2008. In fact, vlogging has become an entire style of filmmaking with cinematic montages, epic slow motion, and so much more. And if you're someone that wants to make artistic vlogs, the camera you should look at is the Sony ZV-E10 II, because the ZV-E10 II is actually a proper mirrorless camera with interchangeable lenses. It has a 24 megapixel APS-C size sensor, which is the largest sensor on this list, and it's also the same sensor from a proper cinema camera, the Sony FX30. It does come with a solid kit lens, a 16 to 55 millimeter lens that also has optical stabilization. But with Sony, you have so many lens options, so even if you don't like this kit lens, you have so many lenses to choose from. And the autofocus in the ZV-10 II is 10 out of 10. It is rock solid and it will never let you down. The one thing I do hear people complain about with the ZV-10 II is that it only has digital stabilization. Personally, I think because this camera is light enough, you don't really need stabilization, but you can judge for yourself based on the B-roll. In terms of video, it shoots 4K at 24 and 30 frames per second, and you also have 4K at 60 frames per second for 2x slow motion with a very tiny 10% crop that you will not notice. And the video is also downsampled from 6K, which is a nerdy way of saying that you get the same quality as 6K, but in a much easier 4K file. And of course, this camera also has Full HD up to 120 frames per second for 5x slow motion. Plus, it also has S-Log3 and cinema profiles in 10-bit color for some juicy cinematic color grading. And this is a legitimate cinematic or content creation camera because it does have the same sensor as the Sony FX30, which is a proper cinema camera. I absolutely love the sensor in this body. But if you're new to filmmaking or just don't want to deal with the hassle of color grading, it also has cinematic vlog mode, just like the Sony ZV-1 II, and with cinematic vlog mode, you get the cinematic aspect ratio and stylized colors to all of your clips. In terms of design, it's again very similar to the Sony ZV-1 II. A single toggle to switch between photo, video, and slow motion, 2 capture buttons, and a built-in 3-capsule microphone. But most importantly, it also has a large pro-style battery for all-day shooting when it comes to both photos and video. You will not need a spare, but I do recommend it. If you want a proper vlogging or content creation camera with the power of a proper mirrorless camera, this is absolutely the camera I recommend, and it also comes at a really great price. And if you want to check out the prices on the Sony ZV-E10 II or any of the other cameras we talked about, check out the links down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.